Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kenny Lamons here with Medicare Millennials. We're right here at the beginning of the year where we are helping teach you guys how to sell year round and to build a large, successful, long-term Medicare book of business. So I thought it would be really timely. Any of you brand new insurance agents out there, final expense, Medicare, annuities, you know how fickle lead flow can be and how important lead flow is to your success. And if you're thinking about getting into this business, you need to understand how important lead flow and working your leads properly is to your success. Especially with you Medicare agents, right here around the AEP time, leading up to it, during it, and right after it, there's a lot of market saturation. There's been a lot of leads out there on TV, internet, Facebook, direct mail. These people have been bombarded in many different ways. And so I wanted to make a video on my best practices, how you can kind of milk the very most out of the leads that you do have, okay? So this will apply to a lot of senior market insurance sales. I'm going to gear it specifically towards Medicare agents that are out there working Medicare leads like Ethan and I do. Like I mentioned before, lead flow goes up and down throughout the year for various reasons. You know, one of them, like I just mentioned, can be market saturation. Every agency, every independent agent, every call center, and every insurance carrier is bombarding seniors with Medicare advertisements of different forms and fashions, especially during the annual enrollment period and then kind of the month or two following that, right here at the beginning of the year. And that can take a big hit on our Facebook lead costs, our direct mail lead return rates, which ultimately, if you don't get as many back from people when you mail out, then the cost is higher, okay? So how do we help mitigate this? How can we better understand how to make the most of our lead flow? Well, first and foremost, guys, especially if you're working direct mail leads, what you need to get a couple of key points into your head, okay? First of all, you need to understand that over time, while direct mail itself hasn't changed very little, what is put in those generic mailer advertisements does change from time to time, okay? So prior to Medicare Advantage really having this big surge in popularity several years back, maybe more of your Medicare leads were directed towards people that only had original Medicare. So you would talk about kind of changes to Medicare in general and how that could leave them exposed, and that was a way to go in and sell a med sup. Or you might have a direct mail lead piece that just talked about rate increases and you targeted that towards people with med subs. Now that Medicare Advantage has made a surge, there's been several different creative marketing techniques to put on these direct mailers to try to get the best return back, the best bang for your buck. So you got plenty of prospects to go out and talk to. And that's still changing. It's ever changing. So we all know that in this space, like a Medicare savings program that talks about extra help with prescriptions, additional benefits like dental and vision, etc., or like a dual SNP piece that targets people, hey, do you have Medicare and Medicaid? Are you getting all the benefits you can? These have all been popular pieces, and the ebb and flow, sometimes that piece is getting mailed or advertised too many times to the same people for too long of a period of time. It saturates, and you're going to have the market will eventually adjust and kind of change something about that marketing technique, change the verbiage, change the approach. But us as individual agents probably aren't each on the spearhead of that, okay? Like, we're busy out there trying to gain new customers and service our customers. We're not out here developing, changing the verbiage on our leads every month to try to stay on the cutting edge to get the biggest lead return. It would just be a waste of your time and your money, okay? So my point here is that's going to cause ebbs and flows. So at the tail end of something that's been working, you're going to notice your lead flow or your lead cost is worse. And then maybe when a new kind of fresh lead piece comes out and you notice you're buying that direct mail piece or that Facebook lead and it's a fresh take on how to prospect, you'll notice lead flow's higher and it's like, great, you're kind of riding that high. But you cannot completely control the natural ebb and flow from saturation of that type or just AEP when more people are going to mail out. Okay, so that's like just a little bit of what we deal with as agents, right? That's the reality, the ups and downs of leads. But really, you got to stay the course of time, and you've just got to stick it out. When your leads go down a little bit and they stay low for a while, just know most of the time they'll come back up a little later in the year, or when whoever you work with kind of tells you about, hey, here's a little bit fresher piece that's getting a better return. Here's some tips on when things are low, when things are tight, because it's going to happen. I've been in the senior market insurance business for, I guess this is nearly year 7 for me, and I've been through those ups and downs just like a lot of you other experienced agents have. And here's what I've learned, some tips that will help you sustain that, okay? Number 1, if you're working direct mail pieces that somebody signed, filled out, and requested for you to reach out to them, you can door knock those leads, okay? So it's really important, if you aren't getting the number of leads back that you were used to a year ago, that you make the very most of every lead. So I love calling my leads first because I want to get those low-hanging fruit, the people that are excited to see me. I want to get them on the books to give me some kind of structure for my day, for my week. But guess what? After I call through each of those leads 2 to 3 times, I've set up as many as I could, used a couple of different local phone numbers. At that point, out of 20 leads, I may have only booked 5 or 7 or 8, okay? So what am I going to do with the other 12 or 15 leads? Am I just going to throw them away, ignore them? No, chances are you're going to end up just leaving a lot on the table if you're not willing to go ahead and schedule in and fit in door knocks in between those appointments, or maybe to even have one full day where all of those leads that never answer their phone, you go and just show them the lead piece, let them know you did receive it, and see if they want to book an appointment with you, okay? So you've got to, if you're serious about making the most of your leads, growing your business as quickly as possible, and finding those customers that don't ever answer the phone, that means you're going to be their guy. You're going to be the exclusive agent for the most part, because not a lot of people are willing to knock on the door. You've got the invitation. They sent it back to you, so be willing to door knock these leads, okay? I've found that can sometimes take you from closing 25% of your leads up to 50% of your leads, simply by being willing to schedule in some door knocks. The second thing that I would say is you've got to start creating a mindset of wanting to generate long-term relationships with these people where they like you and trust you so that they will give you referrals. Now, with med sups and life insurance, it's a little more flexible. You can be a little more aggressive and say, hey, give me a couple of names, a couple of numbers. I want, who do you know? Like, you've obviously enjoyed our conversation today. You trust me. I'm helping you out a lot. Who do you know that would benefit from this? I'd love to give them a call and introduce myself. With Med Advantage, there's certain compliance rules. So really what you want with Med Advantage is when people are really happy with your services is that you give them every reason and way to share your phone number with their friends or colleagues or whatever to call you to get referrals. So you really want to, create a great relationship with them. Don't get in too big of a rush. Yes, we want to be efficient. Get to know them, take time with them, and just kind of remind them, hey, I'm here for the long term. I want to be your agent for a long time. Every year when this stuff changes, I'm going to be here to help you through it. And that alone is going to give them the confidence to want to go share your name and number with their friends and make it easy on them. I leave each one of my customers multiple business cards with my picture on it, what I do, and then also a magnetic card that's going to go on their fridge so they can easily remember my name and information whenever they get the opportunity to share what we've done for them. And I'll just ask them to do that. Hey, if this has been great for you and you really like working with me, I would love to help other people out. It's, as you can imagine, a lot of my business comes from referrals, so you would be doing me a great favor if you shared my name and number with somebody. And then also, just mailing them that quarterly postcard. That's not only great for retention, you can easily do it on Vistaprint or some other service, create a template, plug in your information, they'll mail it for you right there on Vistaprint. and that is going to help generate a lot of referrals. So those are two ways that are very practical. Every agent can do it, right, to make the very most out of your leads, especially in these times of years when lead costs are high and lead returns are low. So hey, I hope this was helpful to you guys. I'm passionate about it. These are little things somebody that's just a lead vendor isn't going to talk to you about and go through. But I understand. I'm in the same boat as you guys. There's times when I'm expecting 25 leads and I end up getting 12. Well, guess what? You can either cry about it, or you can spend a lot more money and drive further to get more leads, or you can milk your leads and really make the most of them. So hey, I hope you guys find this helpful. Feel free to leave any other strategies you guys have in the comments. And remember, Ethan and I do provide coaching. We do recruit agents to our FMO to help you get started and to really flourish in the Medicare space. So reach out to us at info@patriotretirementgroup.com or medicaremillennials.com. Thanks, guys.